And China has postponed plans to make all personal computer makers pre-install software which filters internet pornography and possibly much more. The original deadline was today. Bloomberg's Paul Gordon joins me now for more on that. Paul.
Very good day, Linda. Thank you very much. Now, the government has posted a statement on its website. That just came out late yesterday saying some companies haven't had enough time to prepare for this deadline. There is no new deadline so far. Now, this all comes after an unusually strong outcry among Western companies. 22 industry groups signed a letter of protest to the Prime Minister just last week. They included the Information Technology Industry Council. That counts Hewlett-Packard, Dell and Microsoft among its members.
The solution they were coming up with was one kind of software to be put into every computer in China. That's just not how it's done around the rest of the world. There's a lot of solutions, there's a lot of software solutions, and one single software solution just was not a workable solution.
And researchers have criticized that particular software solution as well, saying Green Dam has security flaws. They also say it filters political content, such as sites referring to the Tiananmen Square crackdown. For now, the government will offer a free download of the software and will install it on PCs in schools and internet cafes. All of this does matter commercially because China is the second biggest PC market after the US. It sells about 40 million units, did so last year. Lenovo had the biggest market share of that. It was followed by HP and Dell. Linda?
All right, Paul, stay put. Let's bring in our guest today, Hans Gutty, who oversees about $10 billion as CIO at LGT Bank. Now, Hans, I mean, when you talk about this, the project that's ongoing in China, it does seem like it is a trade barrier.
Well, it is a means to control information flow, which, of course, in this day and age is very difficult to do. But you have, in the information age, where information is accessible to everybody pretty much at the same time, you obviously have governments who are trying to lean against the wind. And I think that's not only in China, that's everywhere. Usually people find ways around it. I mean, we've had similar events happening in Iran over the last few weeks. So it's this constant battle between control from the top and basically people who want access to information and who want freedom.
Hans, it's Paul Gordon here in Hong Kong. As you note, governments do this, and there's a long track record in China of the government trying to control information. Only a couple of weeks ago, Google was told to remove some links from its search results. To what extent is this priced into the market? I mean, how much should investors pay attention?
I don't think it has much of an effect. I think it's part of an ongoing process that will be with us for probably the next few decades. I don't think the market is actually looking at that. I don't think it's a market factor. What the market is looking at is really how the economy is doing and you know, how things unfold in the rest of the economy. We don't look at it as a great market in influencing factor.
Right, so would this dissuade you from, for example, investing in Chinese internet companies, which have had a great ride over the years, but, I mean, this is the source of some of the discontent?
That's right, but again, as far as I understand, there was a groundswell of protest, and, you know, probably you cannot ignore that when millions of people are not happy with it. So I'm not quite sure what the implications are, but we look at it from a macro perspective. It won't have much of an effect on our investment decisions regarding China, at least.